Hey everybody and welcome to my WrestleMania 33 predictions video. I feel like this video is kind of rushed because there's like a lot of stuff going on and I kind of had to rush it. It's still a pretty long video, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. I did miss one match because I kind of forgot. I did forget about Baron Corbin with Dean Ambrose, so I'm just going to give you the prediction for that match up front. I think Baron Corbin is going to walk out Intercontinental Champion, so he's going to win. And I would say let's just move on with the rest of the predictions right now. We have the Universal Championship match, which is probably going to be the main event of the show. And I really hope that it will not be the main event, but I have the feeling that this will close the show. Bill Goldberg defending his Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar. Now, Goldberg has said he felt pretty miserable since winning the Universal Championship, and I felt pretty much the same about it. So Goldberg and I are on the same page on this one. So who's going to win this match? I think Brock Lesnar is going to win. So Brock Lesnar is going to work more dates in 2017, and meaning more dates, he will be working more shows. So I think Brock Lesnar is going to win the Universal Championship because Bill Goldberg will not be able to work another match after this one. I mean, that guy is completely exhausted from doing pretty much nothing in the ring. So, yeah, Bill Goldberg is going to drop the title to Brock Lesnar, and then Brock Lesnar might even go on to have a few great Universal Championship title matches with guys maybe that we haven't seen face Lesnar before. I think that would be really awesome, and then in the end he's probably going to get beaten by Roman Reigns, which is, you know, debatable. But Brock Lesnar is going to take the Universal Championship off of Bill Goldberg, and then we might see some great Universal Championship matches. Brock Lesnar versus maybe a guy like Finn Balor, and maybe Samoa Joe. I mean, how about Lesnar Strowman? There are like a lot of great possibilities, and I think Brock Lesnar is going to win. This match is going to be awful. I don't see Bill Goldberg putting up a good match. So, yeah, hope it's not going to be the main event, but I have Brock Lesnar in this one. Now we have the SmackDown Live title match. We have Bray Wyatt defending his WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And I gotta say, I was really excited about this feud, but in the last few weeks, ever since Randy kind of burned down the Wyatt's house, this feud hasn't been that great anymore, I feel. And I really feel Luke Harper should have been involved into this feud and also in the match. I think with Harper in this feud, it was really awesome. You had so many different things going on. You had Harper that did not trust Orton, and then Orton in the end did betray the Wyatt family. And now Harper is against Wyatt. He's against Orton too. Orton and Wyatt now hate each other. So it's like really interesting, and it would have been so much more interesting if they would have put Luke Harper in this match as well. But now we're just getting a singles match. I think there will be a lot of like magic stuff involved into this, like we saw in the feud. I think there is going to be stuff like that in the match. Maybe we even get like an Eric Rowan return. Luke Harper might interfere. But I think Bray Wyatt needs to defend the championship and walk out champion, because Randy Orton said that he's going to do everything to get Bray Wyatt over. And I think winning the championship from him at WrestleMania is not going to help Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, I think, has not won at WrestleMania so far. The first year he was facing against John Cena, which he should have won. That match he should have won. And John Cena had to win, of course. Then the year after that, he did face The Undertaker, which, of course, you can understand that Bray Wyatt lost that match. And then the embarrassment of what WrestleMania 32 was with The Rock, I'm still super mad about that. That was one of the most awful things I've seen in WWE history. But Bray Wyatt needs to pick up the win here, and that's why I have Bray Wyatt defending Randy Orton, probably with the help of maybe Luke Harper and Eric Rowan reforming the Wyatt family. Try to make the Wyatt family an unstoppable force on SmackDown, then they could have feuds with, like, I think AJ Styles has to turn face if he's not going to Raw. and there are a lot of other guys they could face, and I think Bray Wyatt on top of SmackDown would be awesome, and I think it just would make sense to have Orton win the belt. I mean, Orton could also go against AJ Styles, which would be a great feud, but I really feel it's Bray Wyatt's time, and that's why I'm going to pick Bray Wyatt. Also on the card, we have The Miz and Maryse with John Cena and Nikki Bella match. This match probably did have the best build-up going into WrestleMania 33. Now, I'm not really too excited for the match itself because I think it's not going to be an epic match. We all remember the WrestleMania 27 Miz Cena match, which wasn't as great, and having Maryse and Nikki in there, I mean, it's not going to make it any better. It's not going to be a great wrestling match. I think they'll make it entertaining though, and I just hope that John Cena does not propose to Nikki Bella, but I think he's going to. I just don't want to see it, honestly. I mean, a lot of people probably want it, but as this thing has been teased by The Miz and Maryse, it just has to happen, I feel. If John Cena is not going to propose, he's going to look like an absolute dick, and I think that's not going to happen. I think he's going to propose to Nikki Bella, and I think John Cena and Nikki Bella are winning because of that as well. So yeah, my pick is John Cena and Nikki Bella on this one. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. This is probably one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most actually on this show. It's quite surprising, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to what they're doing with the match because it's going to be a normal wrestling match, and there's no way Shane is going to work a 20-minute wrestling match. That is not going to happen. I can guarantee you that Shane is not able to work a 20-minute wrestling match. They are going to do some crazy stuff of some sort. I don't know how it's going to plan out. Maybe Shane did put like an hidden clause into the contract that they signed that it's going to be a hardcore style match, something like that. And we just gotta hope that both AJ Styles and Shane McMahon will make it out alive out of this match, because Shane McMahon pretty much almost killed himself at Survivor Series, and we all know Shane McMahon is probably going to jump off something really high here. They did the announce table spot on SmackDown, so they gotta do something bigger than that. There are a lot of possibilities, I think, on the WrestleMania stage, because they are building like a roller coaster, and also over the ring they put like another ring setup, which is like, I don't know if he could jump off that, or maybe they could go up and fight on there and someone's falling down from it. I don't really can't see that happening because it looks really high, but you never know with Shane McMahon, so I just hope he doesn't kill AJ Styles or kills himself. You know, it's not going to be a technical classic, but you cannot expect that from Shane McMahon. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the match because I just have no idea on how it's going to work out, so I'm just really curious to see how this match is going to go, and I think AJ Styles needs to pick up the victory. I think there's no way you'll have AJ Styles lose another match after the Chris Jericho match last year, and he has to win. And I think Shane McMahon is going to jump off something high, like I said, but AJ Styles in the end will pick up the victory. Triple H versus Seth freaking Rollins, a match that I could see being the best wrestling match on the show. I at least did think so, but now I'm kind of torn because I think they're not going to work a classical wrestling match. It's going to be Triple H working on Seth Rollins' knee a lot, and Seth Rollins is definitely not in the best shape yet. I don't know about the knee, but also apparently he has a pretty bad cold, so I don't know about that one. So he couldn't really train a lot, I heard, and I don't know how this match is going to work out. I mean, Seth Rollins will be at WrestleMania, they're going to have a match, but I think it will not be like the Triple H Daniel Bryan match from WrestleMania 30. That was really great. I actually did expect them to do like a similar match to that, but now Triple H is going to try to kill Rollins' knee, and that is going to be the story of the match. Rollins probably going to hit a comeback or of some sort, but I don't know who I have on this one. Samoa Joe will probably interfere because he's not even in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think Joe is going to interfere here or in the Kevin Owens match. I think this one though. So I don't really know. I think Triple H is going to win just because of that. And because Rollins already looks weak. And I do not see Rollins, an injured and sick Rollins, going over Triple H with Samoa Joe interference. So Triple H is probably going to win with the help of Samoa Joe. So yeah, my pick on this one is a Triple H. A match I'm really surprisingly am not looking forward to is Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. I just have not been into the build-up at all. I gotta say that. I just don't know. It just went for too long, I feel. And I'm just not interested in it. It's for the United States Championship. And I'm just like not really interested into this, honestly. I think the match is going to be alright. It's not going to be a great match or anything. Could be similar to the Jericho Ambrose matches that dragged on for so long, and I think they're going to do something similar. Of course they're going to try to make it entertaining, but I just think it will not be the greatest wrestling match. Winner is going to be Kevin Owens, I think, because Jericho is going on tour with Fozzy. He's going to leave. I mean, there's a possibility that Jericho wins and drops it on the Raw after Mania to someone, but I think Owens is going to pick up the win here. Jericho won last year's WrestleMania, so he really does not need to win this year. So I think him giving the win to Kevin Owens would be the best, and I think Kevin Owens is going to beat Jericho, maybe even injure him and take him out to put him out from the shows at that way. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Not too sure what to expect from this match, honestly. I mean, the pairing does sound good to me, but I just don't know what condition The Undertaker is in. He was really hurt after the Royal Rumble, and apparently he also was still hurting a lot on recent Monday Night Raw episodes. That's what people said. And I don't see a Roman Reigns match being the best thing to do here for Undertaker, because he's going to have to take a lot of bumps, because that's just what Roman Reigns' moveset is about. Reigns just has a lot of powerhouse moves like the spear. Undertaker gotta take a bump for that. Samoan drop. I mean, Roman Reigns has that power bomb that I cannot see The Undertaker taking at this point. I'm not sure, but I think The Undertaker and Roman Reigns need to figure out something here. I don't think that The Undertaker is going to dominate the whole match, because I know at least one person that will not like that, and that is a pretty important person, so I cannot see that happening. So I'm not really sure. This is like kind of the AJ Styles Shane McMahon match, where I don't know what to expect. So it's kind of like pretty interesting. I just cannot see them having like a hard-hitting match, because I just don't see Undertaker being able to do that. So it's pretty interesting. Winner-wise, oh my god, that is really hard. Roman Reigns is not going to turn heel probably, even though it would be awesome. I don't see Roman Reigns turning heel. He is selling the most merchandise out of everyone at the moment. Meaning full-time superstars. Reigns' merchandise is selling the best, so, you know, a lot of people can say how much Reigns sucks, but he makes the company money. So, you know, we always gotta look from the other aspect too, because WWE needs to make money, of course, but for us, the fans, it would be really nice for Reigns to turn heel. I think it would be so awesome, especially on The Undertaker. Maybe even cheat to win and beat The Undertaker WrestleMania and say fuck you to the fans. I think it would be insane. And I think Roman will be the biggest heel if he stays babyface and just beats The Undertaker clean and they give him a handshake afterwards. I mean, the fans are going to hate Roman Reigns more if he's going to stay babyface. So you don't even know what they're trying to do with Roman Reigns, because is he a babyface? I mean, he's booked as a babyface, but he's booed like a heel. So it's like a really unique situation on Roman Reigns. And I just feel like they're going to keep him babyface, at least book him that way. And I think The Undertaker is going to win this match. What I hope would be the scenario, because I'm still not over Roman Reigns beating Braun Strowman at Fastlane. That just hit me pretty hard. I really hated that. So what I was thinking here is The Undertaker beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and then The Undertaker has another match with Braun Strowman at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, and Braun Strowman is going to beat The Undertaker at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. And that was the idea that I had. I mean, people are now okay on Braun Strowman, so I don't think that will even get me too many dislikes, because like half a year ago where I said Braun Strowman is really awesome and stuff, people hated me for that, but now people are saying, man, Braun Strowman is really not that bad. So, yeah, I have The Undertaker on this one. Undertaker beating Roman Reigns. So, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I think we all pretty much have an idea who's going to win this one. And I hope it's going to be Braun Strowman. It pretty much gotta be. It's such a shame. They built Braun Strowman up so well. And where did they put him? On the pre-show of WrestleMania. I think Braun Strowman is the only thing good coming out of Monday Night Raw since the brand split. And they put him on the pre-show. And he just needs to dominate that Battle Royal, I feel. Also, I could see the Big Show winning eventually, just because he was supposed to have the Shaq match, which was like a big deal kinda, and he doesn't get it, so it might be Big Show's last WrestleMania, people are saying. So I could see them giving him the win as like kinda goodbye, and I think Braun Strowman is the next big star that they have, so Big Show winning actually does not make any sense. It did not make sense. When did he win it? Last year or the year before that? It didn't make any sense. It didn't do anything for him. I think he won the one at WrestleMania 31, right? Last year was Baron Corbin. And another guy that I eventually see having a slim chance, really slim, is Sami. I really feel Sami and Braun should be the last two and have like an exciting finish where you feel like, oh my god, Sami might actually take it, but in the end Braun destroys him. I could see that happening because they had that feud, of course, that was really good, and I feel like that should have come to a conclusion in the Royal Rumble, but it never really did. So I feel like they should do that here in the Battle Royal. Sami fighting, staying into the end with Strowman, maybe even have him almost eliminate Strowman, but then Strowman ends up throwing out Sami, and Braun Strowman wins the match. Braun Strowman is such a monster. He's probably the biggest guy in the WWE right now. I'm not sure if he's bigger than Big Show. I mean, by WrestleMania, Jinder Mahal could be bigger than Braun Strowman. I still feel Braun Strowman will be a bit bigger than Jinder Mahal come WrestleMania, but you never know with Jinder, you know. But yeah, my pick on this one is Braun Strowman. And now we're really quick going over the matches that I did not care too much for. First off, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. I think the build up to it has been pretty weak. SmackDown Live's women's division actually wasn't that bad, but I think this build up wasn't good. But I still have the feeling Naomi's walking out with the championship because she was going to walk in with the championship. So they're going to have her walk out with the championship at least. So my pick on the six-pack challenge is Naomi. Then we also have another match here on the card. We have the Raw Women's Championship. And we have the Robot Charlotte, we have the broken record Bayley, we have Sasha Banks, who also sucks, and Nia Jax, who's awful too. The cringe level of their segments got worse every single week. And the last Raw episode, I mean, that was just like pure cringe when they opened the show. I mean, Bayley sounds like a broken record. She says like the exact same thing every time. Then the Charlotte comes out and talks like a robot. And then Sasha comes out and feels so unnatural, and then Nia Jax comes out as well, and Nia Jax sucks too. So that whole division is like the biggest fail of them all, and I really don't care who's going to win, but I think actually how they booked it, it's going to be Charlotte. So I think Charlotte is going to win back the Raw Women's Championship because it's like a hot potato. We all know that. It's going back to Charlotte, I feel. Then also a match that is unfortunately on the pre-show, because we gotta get our 4 live performances in on the main show, you know. That's like a lot more important than having like maybe a show-stealing match on the pre-show. Maybe show the WWE Universe that they should care about the Cruiserweight division, because if you see them on Raw, nobody gives a shit about the Cruiserweights. It's dead silence every time they're out. Nobody watches 205 Live, and I mean not nobody, but the ratings for it are really bad. There's like a really small percentage of even the NXT audience that goes ahead and watches 205 Live. So it's like a really small audience, because we just don't care. Why should we care? Because they got purple ropes that they tape for 5 minutes and then the actual segment lasts 2 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. People do not care. I really feel Austin Aries and Neville could have showed the WWE and the fans that the Cruiserweight division is something to care about with their match, but they bumped it to the pre-show, which is so unfortunate. But yeah, we gotta get in those live performances, you know. Way more important than the actual wrestling part. So I feel Neville is going to walk out champion still. I feel like Austin Aries has a chance winning, but I feel Neville is such a great champion at the moment, and they should have him keep the belt for a bit longer. Now we have the Raw Tag Team Championships, and I was not excited for this match at all, because all teams in this one are pretty much jokes. They're treated as jokes on the shows, and why should anybody care? Now we have the Club, Sheamus and Cesaro, and Enzo and Cass. Now it's going to be a ladder match, and now I'm a bit more excited for the match, because ladder matches are always exciting. I feel like they're going to kick off the WrestleMania main show with that. So, winning here, I don't really know. Will the Broken Hardys be coming back and maybe even interfere in this match and get the Raw Tag Team Championships? I mean, what a great way to start off WrestleMania that would be. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it happens, that would be one of the sickest WrestleMania moments in history. Just imagine the Broken Hardys coming out during the match and then climb the ladder and just get the Raw Tag Team Championships. I mean, they kind of stole the Super Kick Party Tag Team Championships from the Young Bucks. That will be on the line as well in the RH ladder match on WrestleMania weekend. But the Hardys are actually rumored to be back into the WWE really soon, and Dave Meltzer said as soon as WrestleMania 33. So them interfering here and getting the Raw Tag Team Championships, I mean, it does not make sense because they're not actually in the match, but just have them walk out, get the belts, and get out of there with the belts. Could be one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history, I feel, if the Broken Hardys actually come back. I really hope that's going to happen. So I'm going to say the Broken Hardys are going to walk out with the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. If they're not going to come, I feel like they're going to give Enzo and Cass that big moment. And let's just hope that Enzo Amore doesn't kill himself in this ladder match here, because, I don't know, I really have a bad feeling with Enzo and in the ladder match, man. Not sure how that's going to work out, but we're going to see. Should be a pretty good match now, as Cesaro especially should be doing some awesome stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. And just imagine the Broken Hardys coming out. That would be absolutely insane.